I don't have expectations for the antibiotics to lessen my morning cough or help my lungs overall, because they typically don't do anything for my lungs, but for my sinuses.
So you gotta breathe, 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 breathe. Let it go and let it be.
Good morning. Guys, my hair, look at that. It's like
what's that doing?
got like a cowlick going on there. I think
Sweet.
what in the world? Anyways,
He still has hair.
I still have hair. Good morning, guys. I got back late last night from a trip down to North Carolina. It was a crazy, like, Monday through Wednesday.
So you got there on Tuesday morning at 3 in the morning.
Oh, yeah. It was crazy. So, tune in days to come. I'm not sure when I'm going to get to put that footage together. But we will show you that house shopping experience. And I did stay in a tiny house, so I did a little tour of that. So videos to come for that. But I got into North Carolina Monday at Tuesday morning, you know, middle of the night. Rental car places closed, and it was a mess. I took a lift to my Airbnb. Anyways.
Is my vest too loud?
No, I think it's fine.
Sorry.
But, anyways, I got back late last night. What time did I get home? Like 11:30?
Yep.
11:30. And so last night I slept really well. I was so tired. But
I mean, you had constant days from Sunday all day.
Yeah, to
and
church.
Then all day, all day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's been a crazy week, and I am so glad to be at home, sleep in our own beds, be here with Mary and Ollie boy. I missed you guys.
We missed you.
But we wanted to, so the vlogs are going to be a little out of order because I need to get to all that footage from the last few days, but we wanted to make a little simple vlog today because I think today needs to be a simple day of recouping for me. I gotta get back into Massachusetts life and work on my sermon for Sunday, and I've got other things.
So today's Thursday?
Yeah.
I thought it was still... Oh man.
It's a whirlwind.
That was a
for
crazy,
sure.
crazy.
I'm really like, so right before Palm Sunday, I saw these a few weeks before Palm Sunday, I saw these palm trees at Walmart, and I thought, hey, that would be cool to like have up on the stage for church that Sunday. And then
the night before,
I didn't think about it until like the night before. I was like, I wonder if Walmart has it anymore. So I ran to Walmart, and I was looking for them. They had this big section when I saw it before, and then it was gone. So I went to one of the sales people, or somebody who works there, and was like, do you have any of those palm trees? He's like, oh, somebody just returned one.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And it was like at the register. Somebody had just returned it, and it had... Actually, you can still kind of, well, you can't see it in the shot. It's got like a dying branch, I guess, when he returned it, because it had a dying branch. But anyways, I would have never thought to have a palm tree, like, big plant in our house. No. But it's so nice.
I love it. And it has been the background for a few of our videos.
True.
I feel like we've really arrived.
We've arrived, because we have like a prop.
Like a tree that's like a little bit blurry in the background.
Oh yeah, it's so cool. Part of this whirlwind of a week is that right before I left, Mary and I ran to the grocery store, grabbed a few essentials so that she could feed herself in the days that I was gone, and I think she fended well for herself, but I had in the back of my mind that Home Chef was coming this week, and we're so grateful to Home Chef for sponsoring today's vlog and for partnering with the Frey Life and just being a part of what makes these videos possible. But I am also excited because they have this new kind of meal called Oven Ready. Mary told me about it before we ordered last week.
Instagram
advertising worked on you?
I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, I saw it too, and I was like, wait, Home Chef doesn't have oven ready meals? Because that was one thing, like, Home Chef has been super helpful for us to have all the ingredients. It's this meal kit delivery service where it has all the ingredients. It, like, bagged up in a bag, and it's, I don't even know what we ordered, but this is teriyaki ginger glazed salmon, and all the ingredients are there, and it's ready to go. So that's been, like, super helpful for Mary and I, taking the meal planning and recipes and shopping out of the picture. But it is still a lot of work. So I've heard feedback from some of you guys as we partnered with Home Chef about how, number one, sometimes when you make the full Home Chef meal, you're left with a lot of dishes. And so they have one new one that I'm excited, well, here, let's look in the package. And props to Home Chef for moving to all recyclable packaging. I am impressed. They've got this new one called Oven Ready Meals, and it comes with a pan to cook it in, and so you don't have to use other dishes, so it's like easy preparation and cleanup. And then, like, the other feedback I hear is it takes, like, it's too much work. And, like, I feel that sometimes, like this one, 30 to 40 minutes to make kind of like a gourmet salmon meal. But they have these new ones called Home Chef Express, and they're 15-minute meals. And I ordered a couple of those last week and made them, and it literally took me less than 15 minutes to make. It was perfect for lunch. Anyways, we're thankful for Home Chef and adding simplicity. It is a convenience that you pay for, but it helps in the whirlwind of life. And so if you guys want to try out Home Chef, they have a promotion through our link in the description. You can use the code MaryandPeter80 to get $20 off of your first 4 boxes that you order, and you can space those out however you want. But if you've been thinking about giving Home Chef a try, and maybe those were some of the drawbacks you saw, maybe you want to try the Oven Ready or the Express meals. And thanks, Home Chef, for partnering with the Frey Life. What you got jingling over there?
Actually, while Peter was gone, I talked to my team and updated them on how the sinus...
Hello. Hello. Mary's been really enjoying birds lately, I have to say. If you don't follow her on Instagram, you should follow her and watch her stories of her just like crying as she watches birds.
Happy tears.
Birds and succulents. That should be your description in the bio of your Instagram. Birds, succulents, and poodle.
There it is. So I talked to my team and updated them about how the sinus headaches have started back up and low-grade fevers. They were like, yeah, let's start some antibiotics. So they called in 2 antibiotics, doxycycline and levofloxacin, while Peter was gone. And thankfully my neighbor was willing to go get those for me. And so she brought those to me, and I started them, I guess, 2 days ago now. And it was interesting because my fever went a little higher last night, and Peter's like, huh? And then he was like, oh, maybe because the antibiotics.
Yeah, you know how her body kind of goes in fight mode when she goes on IVs? I don't think we've ever associated that with oral antibiotics, but no. I wonder.
I won't be surprised. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Wow, it is really raining.
It's kind of a dreary day.
But it's kind of cleansing.
Cleansing.
So anyway, I think I'm starting to feel like one is twice a day, one is once a day. And I'm just feeling a little like, okay, it's starting to hit.
Yeah.
Maybe I should try to eat something. But yeah, we'll see what happens. While Peter was gone, I was like trying to take Tylenol before the headache hit each day, because the day that you left, the day you left, I was in so much pain and he felt so bad for leaving. But I was like, I'm fine. I'm just gonna be in bed. I'm totally fine. Go do what we gotta do. So anyway, we are hoping that these will kick in and help.
And historically with Mary's health, what oral antibiotics have done, we have seen them improve her sinuses in the past.
Kind of temporarily.
Yeah, it's kind of like they'll get a little better during the course, and then like 2 weeks later they'll be back to where they were, but like 2 weeks after ending. So in some ways the oral antibiotics help us delay IVs. I think that's kind of how we view it. I don't know if that's, I mean, obviously we would hope that, well, yeah, we would hope that we could delay going on IV antibiotics, but we would hope that it would last a little longer. I guess that's what I'm saying.
I don't even have like hope.
Yeah.
I don't even have expectations. That's the word. I don't have expectations for the antibiotics to lessen my morning cough or help my lungs overall, because they typically don't do anything for my lungs. But for my sinuses, they typically suppress the headaches a little bit. And
it's so interesting to Mary and I as we think about her sinuses, and they most likely, I mean, it's pretty much
almost, is it almost certainly?
Almost certainly. That's Mary's phrase for this week.
Almost certainly.
Grow the same bacteria as her lungs, and we're always so curious about what makes what worse. You know, do the sinuses make the lungs worse, or is the bacteria from the lungs the same as their sinuses, and it's kind of
and like why do the orals help my sinuses but not my lungs? This is actually a prompting question. Post lung transplant.
I thought you were gonna say what comes first, the chicken or the egg.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, post lung
transplant. So after lung transplant, what does it look like?
Yeah.
Symptomatically. And it is going to be different for every single body that is transplanted. But like, I know a couple of people who have had transplants, and what I've noticed is sinus issues are the same or worse. I'm sure for some people it gets better, but it can get worse after transplant. For some reason, I don't know, the sinuses, obviously you aren't transplanting the sinuses. So those are still CF sinuses with smaller cavities in between and all the issues of CF sinuses.
Cells and
So CF sinus disease will not leave after transplant, most likely.
And sometimes it can be a challenge with post-transplant with that affecting the lungs.
Yeah,
but
it's all, you know, it all goes into that category of transplant is not a cure, transplant is not simple, it is not an easy fix. It is if it is an option, it can be a good option, and if that is the option you have to take it, and you're gonna have challenges, and you're gonna handle the challenges. Just as you do pre-transplant, CF is a challenge. You take it one challenge at a time. It's just the same after transplant, just a new set of challenges. Typically though, including breathing easier. So anyway, random thoughts from the Frey Life.
As Mary starts antibiotics, and
as always,
see you tomorrow.
Good night.
And good night, Ollie boy.